This is Vet Tales, the story of the motoring vet clinic. Last episode, we were in San Evaristo, where we began our free animal care clinics. This episode, we continue our projects, heading north to more remote villages. We lifted anchor in San Evaristo. With no wind in sight, we were motoring to Punta Alta, the first stop of 4 communities we plan to visit in the San Jose Channel.
So although these are all communities we visited a year ago, it's important to return for a number of reasons. One is that the health of animals isn't static, just like the health of people. Just because they were healthy a year ago doesn't mean that they wouldn't have developed an ear problem, an eye problem, skin issues, like all kinds of a myriad of problems that need to be rechecked. The rabies vaccine also does need annual boosting, and then the multivalent vaccine we use does need boosting periodically as well. Generally that's every 3 years now, which is great, so that gives us longer. The population of animals and people is also not static, so we have new people coming, they're bringing new puppies, people are leaving, people are getting new dogs, that kind of thing, so being able to make sure any new animals in the town are also vaccinated is really good. And then finally, I guess in terms of why it's us that's returning, as you know, for us a really important part of what we do is creating a sustainability to it. So it's not just vaccinating and desexing a couple of animals in a couple of towns and then in a town and then never seeing them again. It's about trying to provide ongoing preventative health care that increases the health of the entire population. So it becomes ongoing, and that's how you reduce disease, that's how you reduce strays. It's got to be an ongoing effort, it can't just be once off. In some communities like Puerto Madero, we've been able to set that up with a local veterinarian to continue the work after we've gone. So with Dr. Jenny, we were able to equip her with the tools and the knowledge and the funding to be able to do this work, which is awesome because Jenny's doing spay and neuter and vaccines and we don't have to be there. These communities, however, are even more remote, so trying to get a veterinarian to go there is really difficult because it's really hard to get there. So that's one of the reasons we're kind of continuing to come up and down the coast at the moment to just revaccinate, recheck, make sure animals stay healthy, get any new animals that are coming into the population, and slowly really build the health of all the animals. And as you can see, all of the animals we saw were extraordinarily healthy. They look really good, they're well fed, they're well cared for. So yeah, it's a really good service to provide and very important. Not only are we preventing diseases in the dogs and cats in the area, but as you know, rabies is contagious to people. Distemper can be spread to wild animals. Diseases like Ehrlichia that live in the blood, that can also be transmitted to other animals, but also people can get Ehrlichia. They can also get Rocky Mountain fever. It's spread by ticks. Very dangerous diseases in the human population. There are no doctors in these communities, so it's also goes a long way to protecting the health of the people. So yeah, it's important work. We're very glad to be doing it. Anyway, not too much further to get to Alta. It's a pretty quick ride, especially when we're motoring like this, with 0 wind and 0 wave resistance. You can kind of see the point of land here. That's where we're going. Alright, we've arrived at Punta Alta. Just going to jump in the dinghy and head into shore. We see Balboa, one of our patients already. There's something to roll on.
She'll do it.
She'll do it. Look at that. Naughty Toothy. She's really going.
Balboa is one of a few Belgian shepherds that have found their way into the communities along this coast. Today he got his rabies vaccination and medicine to prevent fleas, ticks and intestinal worms. We also saw Michi the cat. She is already spayed, but was due for her vaccinations and worming too.
Water's so clear. This is like 8 meters of water. So we're just going to duck around this side. There is a couple of houses on the other side of this cliff here. They may not be home though, so we're going to go see.
Punta Alta and Los Burros are small fishing villages located side by side. They don't have roads and are boat access only. So as you can imagine, access to veterinary care is non-existent without our visits.
We might see a dog. Don't know if we see any people yet. We'll see. Oh, no. There's definitely a dog. That could be Tiburon, I think. Hola, Tiburon. Yeah, I think that's Tiburon, right?
Hello, meows. Hello, Tiburon. Hello, my darlings. How are you doing? Hello, how are you doing? Hello, yeah, you remember both of us? Yeah, we remember you both of us. Okay, hello, boys. Hello. Come on, we're going to go see if anybody's home. Good to see you both. Is anybody at the house? Let's go have a look, hey? Don't be mean to each other, no.
So nobody's home. So I'm not going to vaccinate them because they can have reactions to the vaccines and things, and it's just not, it's good to have people's permission to give vaccinations and things like that. Solo Vino's a bit different because his owner, I already told her I'd vaccinate him if he came by. Good boy. Figured we'd give him worming though, that's not such a hard one to stomach.
Look, I know we have to go. Next time we'll come back and do that, okay? Hasta la próxima, Tiburon.
Oh, and I did check. They do have food and water left for them, so we filled up the water again.
Tiburon's a friendly dog.
Yeah, he's cute, isn't he? He's very cute. Alright, back to Chuffed. Looks like there might be a bit of wind. Jim now has to pull the anchor up by hand for the last little bit. I don't like that. The windlass is starting to struggle more and more. Anyway, we lifted anchor in Alta. We visited Tiburon, and I have to double check his brother's name. But yeah, we visited them in Los Burros, just gave them worming, and now we'll be heading north to Burros. It's only like 6 miles, so yeah, basically we'll be rounding the corner, be kind of coming towards the end of the channel, and voila, we'll be there.
With a date for the Agua Verde spay and neuter campaign set in stone, this was the only time we could visit these communities. In an ideal world, it would have been nice to have a little wind, or any wind for that matter, but these anchorages are quite exposed, so it did make anchoring and visiting the villages easier. Cocoteña para Chuffed. Cocoteña para Chuffed.
Adelante.
Hola, buenos días. Es los veterinarios. Vamos a estar en la tierra en como 10 minutos. Tenemos las vacunas y desparasitante para gatos y perros.
Ah, muy bien, está bien, gracias.
Nos vemos.
Nos vemos.
Chuffed a 16.
16.
Alright, heading into Burros. A small community here. They actually reached out to us to see when we were coming back too, so they were very keen to have us. one of the women who lives here found us on Facebook, found our Facebook page and was like, "Are you the vets that came last year? Can you come again?" And we said, "We certainly can."
We saw Pongo and most of these pets last year, and they're all looking really good. The dogs were getting a rabies booster vaccination, as well as anti-parasite medicine, and any other treatments they needed. A few of them had some mild ear infections, which is common in dogs that go swimming a lot. Los Burros is the second largest town in this area after San Evaristo. The community is really close-knit, with most people being related in some way. We had been able to let Tanya know that we'd be coming around this time, and so the entire town and their pets turned up for our arrival. This is one of the many benefits of revisiting the communities. We have the contacts and the relationships already established, so we can organise our clinic days with advance notice. Because Burros and all of the communities are fishing villages and they spend a lot of their life on the water, they also really understand the flexibility required when it comes to timing these campaigns, as so much is weather dependent. We'd like to take this time to thank all of our patrons and supporters who make our work possible. In particular, a special thank you to the family of Leah Elizabeth Ribner-Martin, who sponsored this project in her memory. Leah was an avid sailor, surfer, and animal lover. Eugene couldn't be convinced to come to the beach with all of his dog friends, so we visited him at his house. Eugene is an old tomcat. He looks pretty tough, but he's a real sweetie. He had an ongoing eye infection, which we gave him treatment for, along with his vaccinations and parasite control medicine. Once again, like with many cats, less is more when it comes to restraining them for their medicines. Eugene just needed a few pats after each injection and he was happy. Tenemos un cocina y un baño y...
All right, anchor's coming up in Burros and we are off to Punta Colorada. So today we have stopped in 3 communities, 4 if you include San Evaristo, because we saw a dog there this morning that came out to the boat. And then we visited Las Cuevas, Punta Alta, and now Los Burros. It's around 2:30, I think. So we're gonna go around the corner to anchor at Punta Colorada. It's a really beautiful anchorage, so we're gonna just stay there the night and then go in the morning and do the 2 dogs and cat that live there, and then we'll continue up the coast. Tonight's not meant to be a super strong westerly, so we should be fine. We're hoping tomorrow night to be tucked into an anchorage a bit further north that won't be as strong in the strong westerlies to come. But very successful day. We've seen like pretty much all the dogs that we saw last year, plus then 1 or 2 extras. And yeah, hugely successful, very good. Everyone was really excited to see us too. These guys were very excited to see us. The woman gave us a little off to get a little fish to go with our lobster that she gave us last time. And yeah, it's really nice to like return to these communities and have everybody recognize us and be like, hey, here's the dogs, you know. They're all really proud of the dogs and the cats too, like when they're well behaved, and yeah, it's really good. Starting to feel a little tired given that we've been moving the boat, then vaccinating, moving the boat, vaccinating, but be a pretty early day all in all. Like we should be anchored up by, you know, 3:34 and can hopefully just kind of chill on the boat this afternoon, go for a swim, and then tomorrow get back into it. I've made it to Punta Colorada. It's very, very beautiful here. We're basically going to just hang out on anchor and then go in the morning and vaccinate the 2 dogs and cat, and check up on everybody, see how everyone's going. We're both kind of tired though, so for right now we're just going to jump in, swim the animal off of us, and probably take a bit of a rest and go from there. It's really nice.
Thank you for watching, and a big thank you to Leah's family and all of our patrons and supporters. We couldn't do this without you all. You can help us continue this important work by becoming a patron, giving this video a like, and sharing it with your friends. Until next episode, stay chuffed, everybody.